Hello. I didn't see you there. Please join us. Take a seat. Get comfortable. Today we're going to be talking about teens and the internet. Specifically, social media. Teens are cruel these days, and the media idolizing such cruelty and savages isn't helping. In today's entertainment and applications on devices, the cruelty is everywhere. The gossip, the distinguishable features of individuals, it's all put on a platform for all to see. Anyone who's not under the limelight feels the need to make a rude comment or mob against them, no matter how important or popular the individual is. The media encourages it by minimizing the issue and giving it plenty of attention and recognition. One instance is the Jimmy Kimmel Show, where there's a bit where celebrities read mean tweets directed to themselves. Take a look.
You would indulge us for a moment. One of the most interesting things about Twitter is it connects celebrities directly to their fans and vice versa. Many celebrities actually do the tweeting themselves, which means pretty much anytime you like, you can send a message to them, and unless it's someone like Justin Bieber who has 18 million followers, they will probably read it. Your message goes right to their computer or into their pocket, which can be good and it can also be bad. And we like to focus on the bad here at this show. So in anticipation of Twitter's 6th anniversary, we asked some celebrities to read some of their favorite tweets from fans. These are real tweets sent to and about the people you're about to see. And we present them to you now via the old-fashioned magic of television. Enjoy.
Joel McHale is a huge D-bag. Oh, you couldn't spell douche? You have 140 characters? Couldn't spell douche. I get it.
Yeah, David Cross is not my kind of comedian.
Hey, Roseanne, get a life.
You are a big
Jason Bateman is gay? Question mark? Who knew?
The show further numbs teens to their emotional output by giving negativity such a huge spotlight and having an audience react so positively, especially with all the laughter. As for less known individuals, apps are the stage where cruelty can take place. Oogle, for instance, is a well-known app and allows users to post as if it were a public high school bulletin board. Though one of the circumstances is that you are anonymous. With this in mind, on Oogle, embarrassing pictures were posted, rude comments were directed toward one another, and personal information was given out. Media encourages a lack of empathy in teens by creating a rift in between what they post and who it's directed towards. Additionally, the media allows users to go near undetected by creating the false profiles and to go either or anonymous. These teens encounter constant bullying online. Teens themselves become cruel because they've learned to shut out the everyday rude comments and the negativity that they experience online, and now apply this to shut out empathy to everyday life, whether online or not.
You can't fully blame teens for these actions, however. Teens naturally lack empathy. Now the what may seem a little obvious, but allow me to clear a few things out so that you can understand the why. Empathy, to be exact, is the human trait that makes you feel bad or sad for someone else when they're in a bad situation. So for example, you may be on your way to work and then you come across someone who was rear-ended while on their way to drop off their kids at work or to school. Even though you're not in that person's shoes, you may begin to feel bad for the parent and or the kids that they were hurt. According to a study published in the journal titled Brain and Cognition by Robert McGibbon and his co-workers in 2002, it was discovered that adolescents struggle with empathy, the ability to feel or understand another person's pain. It was found that when making choices, teens use the brain network in their temporal lobe, which is found right underneath the temples, whereas older people use the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain that processes how your decisions affect other people. The study led to the conclusion that teens are still in the process of developing this human trait, explaining why many teens out there tend to be selfish and lacking in empathy. While still young, adolescents are still in the process of developing the capacity for empathy, or the ability to understand someone else's emotions. Empathy is one of the most important human traits. It's what separates us from animals. In order for someone to learn this trait, they will need to practice social skills such as eye contact and socially connect with others in person, not through our phones or laptops. But here comes the issue. Social media distorts the practice of many social skills, leading to the weakening and the development of empathy. Many of us can't even put our phones down for a couple of minutes. Those DMs are really important. Rather than providing this connection with other people, the birth of online social media has, in a way, socially disconnected teens with one another by eliminating the necessity for all social practices needed to develop empathy. Countless examples of this emotional disconnect can be found all over the internet, such as that found through cyberbullying.
The computer or cell phone screen seem to be great ways to connect with others, and it's always guaranteed to have a safe and secure environment, right? Wrong. Online harassment, better known as cyberbullying, has been one of the major growing issues with the widespread use of social media. Cyberbullying is the act of harassing a person through the means of social media. Sadly, the effects of cyberbullying are the same, if not worse, than real bullying, due to the fact that this form of harassment can either be in secret or totally open to the public. Apps, websites, or sometimes even one's cell phone can be, unfortunately, used as a means to harass. Cyberbullying, especially from among young people, has been very prevalent and has been widespread through the different forms of mass media, or has leaked in due to minor faults on social media sites. Cyberbullying has various causes. Obviously, the perpetrator is the one who takes the most blame, but sometimes the situation is not only limited to the cyberbully or the person who is doing the harassing. There are instances where cyberbullying actually seems to be encouraged in our society. Mobile applications such as Ogle, Backchat, the name says it all, really. Yik Yak, cool name by the way, allows one to go as anonymous or unknown, which gives its users the ability to do whatever they please. Sometimes the users will decide to share a personal thought or share a minor joke. But the app ends up almost like campaigns set to promote cyberbullying. Also, other forms of media are not always very helpful. Sometimes television shows promote harassment of others, at times harassment through social media. Unfortunately, it seems that most, if not all, social media sites and apps are vulnerable to cyberbullying. Even those sites who guarantee a safe environment are also very likely to have instances of cyberbullying. In some cases, it is because of the privacy settings, which either are weak and easily hackable, or because the settings do not fully protect the person from unknown strangers. Even with privacy settings, which make one's account private, it is not always sufficient to save oneself from getting reeled into the trap set by the cyberbullies. These privacy settings do help build up a higher sense of protection and security, but if these settings are either breached or hacked in any way, then any person is likely to become a victim. Of course, there have been more efforts to help secure the profile of each of the site's users, which may or may not end up helping the lower of those affected by online harassment. Nonetheless, those who seek to harass others will look for many different ways to get through the security, sometimes even through hacking either the site's settings, which is very rare. Of course, there has been efforts to help secure the profile of each of the site's users, which may or may not end up helping lower the number of those affected by online harassment. Nonetheless, those who seek to harass others will look for many different ways to get through the security, sometimes even through hacking either the site's settings, which is very, very rare, or the person's or multiple persons' profiles, still somewhat rare. Sometimes a person will impersonate another, and these people will sometimes have access to different pictures or information, which may cause people to doubt who is the real person. Other instances may include people who begin to spread falsehoods or rumors concerning a certain person on the web.
It is evident that online social media has led to the slight but still noticeable deterioration of empathy. Social skills are constantly being replaced with today's impersonal media. Due to this, teens will progressively become more cruel and numb to what they say in the media. Teens with the growth of technology have abandoned physical communication, such as body language and emotions, because there's no need for them in the virtual world. In turn, they do not apply empathy to their behavior, and empathy is no longer needed in the given environment of teens today.